Wait. Bro, you're glowing in my light. I love this. For our audio listeners, I just want to say that Claire is dressed to the nines as the one, the only spirit of Christmas that is correct, I feel, in my book.
It's
The Grinch! And I, unrelated but slightly inspired, happen to be dressed. Well, I am a reindeer, but we're gonna say what's his name? Max. I'm Max.
Yes.
And you really should check out the YouTube or our Spotify videos because my ears look fucking dope.
Yeah. You're really missing out if you're not seeing this.
You're really, honestly, I'm watching myself in the video finder and I'm so fucking entertained.
Guys, if this doesn't grab your attention,
I don't know what will. Oh, also okay, wait, can you guess what my sweatshirt is? I am wearing a sweater. It's a Christmas sweater.
Bruce Lee Christmas Santa hat. What are on his feet?
Uggs.
Uggs.
Bruce Lee and Uggs. It's an ugly sweater.
The dads everywhere are quaking.
I love this sweatshirt. I finally have an excuse to break it out. Look at it in all its glory. Look at him.
He
Bruce
deserves a
Lee.
moment. We'll wait.
Just zoom in. Just zoom in on this, Kristen. Zoom in. Bruce Lee sporting prime original Uggs, not that crop shit that's going around. Sorry, hot take, not a fan of it.
Yeah, they're not great.
They
They're
look
also
wonky to me, but maybe that's just nostalgia. I don't know. They look wonks.
I think at this point for me, all Uggs look really weird because I just remember in middle school everyone would wear them and then they would, eventually you would just sink at your ankles and everyone was walking like this.
Yep.
You know, we have our Christmas
We
pillow
have a whole Christmas pillow. We have Christmas mugs. Claire has 2. What does yours say?
Mine said, "This is my Christmas movie mug."
And mine says bottoms up and it has Santa with half his ass sticking out of a chimney.
Yeah,
which
it is.
I freaking love.
Yeah.
So let me just
He
sippy
feels
sip.
it. Yes.
He has a little bit of winter weight on, you know?
Same.
Relatable content.
Same. How else are we supposed to live through this frigid winter?
This frigid winter. Okay, y'all, also, it snowed today.
Yeah.
It freaking snowed in Seattle.
And it is November 29th.
I am not live, laugh, loving in these conditions, let me tell you. But in addition to, now I've taken over control of the podcast. Wait, before we do, hi, welcome to the Midnight Memo. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Claire.
And thank you for joining us as we break into Christmas cheer before we leave you all on a break for the holidays.
Yes.
For our short stint of Christmas cheer.
Yes. So this is our second to last episode for our season 2.
Yes.
And then we will be taking a break for the holidays, which I hope all of you are as well.
Enjoy your Christmas cheer or holiday cheer. Holiday cheer.
We won't be back until, I would say, the second week of January.
I believe that's what we said. We will, if you check our website at themidnightmemo.com, we should have info there. And we should, in general, across our social medias, have a more exact date. But right now, at this moment of recording, I believe that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, which will be exciting for the new year.
Yeah, I'm excited to start season 3.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of us so far. Like, I'll save more of this for when we do our last episode, but I'm proud of us so far for season 2, and I'm very excited for season 3.
Yes, me too.
But in the meantime, as we are here in all of our Christmas cheer, ooh, look at that, dropping sick rhymes. Boots, cats. I haven't. Thank you. Anyway, I wanted to give Claire a Christmas present on the podcast because if she has not said it enough, she is a Christmas person. And I got her a Christmas present. And apparently she has also gotten me one. So to break into Christmas cheer, I guess we're going to do some present swapping.
Yeah.
Unprompted, unplanned, but now a thing. Christmas swapping.
Yeah. And not to brag, but one present looks really, really good. So.
Not to brag.
Not to brag, but Do you want to go first?
I think I want you to go first.
All right.
Yours has a bow on it. That's why.
Yeah. Guys,
You have to show them the bow, though.
not to brag, I am an expert gift wrapper. I bet no one can guess what this is.
Zooms.
Yes, but I had put a bow on it.
She did put a bow on it.
It's very professionally wrapped. No one could do this.
Unfortunately, I think this is gonna have to go only on the YouTube. Sorry, everyone.
Oh yeah, guys, this is again. Watch our videos on YouTube. It's just so much better.
It's so much better.
I promise.
Extra
Okay.
content. Oh, thank you. Should we unwrap them at the same time?
I don't know.
Or, okay, one at a time then. Should I unwrap and then
Yeah.
I give you? Okay.
You unwrap first.
So let me guess.
Shake it around.
Give it some ASMR.
ASMR Christmas opening.
Should I open it into the mic?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is ASMR-y, but I feel like someone who's really into ASMR could tell me.
Yeah.
Stop! This is so cute. I'm so excited! Okay, y'all cannot. Claire, I'm gonna give you a hug later. I would right now, but then I'd have to reach over this. It is the cutest giant mug. Massive, at least one face wide. Oh, whoa. Okay. And it has a bunch of food, but they're all shaped like Mickeys! Oh my god.
Yes.
I give you hugs. I give you hugs.
Oh my god, your hands are so cold.
I know. They are.
I'm distraught.
I'm distraught. I know. Okay, I'm gonna leave him here. He's now part of the scene, part of the Christmas scene.
So the reason I was like, oh, Kristen would really like this was because I have this bowl in my kitchen that is big and it has a handle.
Yes.
And so it could be used for both eating out of or drinking out of.
Yeah.
And then I remember you're like, oh, where did you get that? And I was like, I think I got it at Target.
Yeah.
Or QFC or
I do
something like
remember
that.
this conversation. Oh my god.
Yeah. But then when I ran by this, I was like, oh my god, it's a big mug.
It's a big mug.
And it has Disney stuff on it.
It's perfect. It's it's ambiguous. Is it a mug? Because this is
Could be a bowl.
comparison. Not size doesn't matter, but comparison.
I mean,
It is a very large mug.
it's not.
Or it's a really tiny bowl.
Size doesn't matter.
But
It's
if it
the
were-
motion of the ocean. What
Yes.
was that?
Yeah.
It's not the size of the boat.
shit. It's not the size of the boat, but the motion of the ocean.
It's not the size of the shit.
I said ship!
Wait, play that back. Kristen,
I promise.
Replay.
I said ship. You're in doubt.
Toilet talk, part 2.
Oh, it's not even late enough for us to be this delusional.
Anyway, guys.
Oh, geez.
Mantra to live by. It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion
of the ocean. Where did we get that from?
I believe it was Ariana.
I think it was Ariana too.
Ariana Grande? No.
Like Grande.
No.
She's
A girl from our
University,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
I miss her.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. Okay, mine. For Claire. You have to read the label too. There's a little label.
I
But
guess this is good rap.
I know.
It's like
Sorry.
rap.
It's all right. It has
it's so good.
dinosaurs dressed up in lights with Christmas hats and antlers.
Ooh, I don't want to unwrap it. It's wrapped so nice.
Read the labels. There.
Believe the best wife from your wife. Oh, guys, we've been married for
7 years. Yeah, we just made 7 years of marriage.
Not gonna brag, but we lasted more than most of the Bachelor.
I was gonna say this is my longest relationship. I will give that.
Yes.
Not to brag.
In your face, cat.
He's gonna listen to this and just be like, what?
Yeah.
Unfazed though.
No, I hope that you're phased.
Be very phased.
Hashtag phased.
I love how you're trying so hard to unwrap this really nicely.
I've already failed.
I mean, I'm surprised you put it. I would not have. You just gotta rip it. Just do the satisfaction. Just rip through it.
Okay.
Just tear through it, Claire.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Guys. They're squishmallows.
Squishmallows. And if you guys didn't know before, previously this corner of Claire's apartment was yay high. So from as tall as this couch, there were squishmallows.
Yes.
And a little...
I've upgraded to one of those hammocks.
Yeah, now they have They're placed off the floor and they're hanging over her bed. But
Yes, except for my 2 big guys who are over there.
yeah. What's the name of him? What's his name?
That one's Beulah.
I love her.
She's apparently, I think she was the one that likes piano or something like that. And then there's Connor.
Connor the cow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. We love Connor. Connor, you're great
so
too.
Cute.
It's a set of 6 Christmas themed squishmallows, and they're mini ornaments. I think they're supposed to be ornaments. I think.
We'll make them ornaments.
But yeah. I mean, if not, yeah, they can probably just sit on your tree branches. They're tiny enough.
Thank you.
Yeah! Successful Christmas exchange. Impromptu Christmas things.
Yay!
I have to safely put my mug there and hope that nothing happens.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
It's a good mug.
Good mug. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait for my partner to pick me up and he's going to be like, why do you have a giant mug? And I'm like, listen, the best reason ever.
Because Claire likes me more.
Because Claire loves me. Thank you. Good night.
Yes.
Beautiful. I feel so happy and cheery now.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hope you all have a great holiday as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, we're here to talk about things.
Some serious topics.
Some very serious topics. Christmas cheer aside.
Yeah.
Serious topics. Some things that have been weighing on my noggin.
Mm-hmm.
And by weighing on my noggin, I mean a really weird 1 a.m. conversation I had with my partner. But I have qualms.
Yes, I also have many qualms.
Would you guys like to hear the qualms?
Yes.
So, we were talking, me and my partner. Let me lay out the scene for you guys. Well, actually, I already did. We were 1 a.m. and we're in. Let me lay the scene that I already explained.
Yes.
But we were laying in bed. I have no idea what prompted the conversation prior to this, but we were talking about qualms.
Mm-hmm.
Why does my brightness keep... Okay, anyways. Talking about qualms and food. And we were talking about how food's really weird. And then he was like, you know, this is something you should discuss in your podcast. And I was like, silence. Let me make note of this. And I wrote it down in a little note.
Yes.
And Claire is going to add it on the fly.
Yes, I will do my best.
Okay. What do I want to start with?
I do feel like when I mean, both of us, I think we've discussed that we were picky eaters when we were growing up.
Yeah. Everyone's coming for me about the spam comment. Listen, y'all. Also, side tangent. Can I just put light on this? I was a child. I said when I was younger. Okay? We grew. There was growth.
There was character development.
There was character development.
For the good.
I like it now. But when I was a kid, I thought it was weird. And I only would like it when it was really... my mom would cut it really thin and make it really crispy.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what I liked. So I ate mostly... I still ate it, but it was like... I didn't eat normal spam like other people. I had like really crispy spam.
Yeah. I didn't even know
Y'all
what
need to
spam
calm.
was until college.
See?
So...
Shut the fuck up. Hop off my dick. It's not that bad. But yeah, I didn't like it. As a child.
Yeah. I remember I was a super picky eater when I was a kid. And like... in efforts to make me feel better about it, my mom would say like, you're not picky, you're just particular. I'm like, thanks, Mom. But then like
the support we need.
Yeah, she told a story when we were at Thanksgiving that I totally forgot happened. She was like, yeah, Claire just didn't like my cooking growing up. And I was like, oh. And I was just sitting there silently at the Thanksgiving table like, where is this going?
Yeah, how do you respond to that?
Yeah, but she was basically saying like when I was younger, like I didn't really like her cooking, so from like a really young age I started asking her, like making grocery lists for her, and then would start cooking for us. And like in college I would end up going to the grocery store to get our groceries and then cooking for us and then all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah. I remember that, and I'm wondering if you told me that or if your mom told me that one of the times that I went home with you.
I don't know, I just found out.
So it must have been your mom telling me, because she was like, yeah, Claire, yeah, it must have been your mom, because I think she also said that you didn't like her cooking, but she brought up the point how you started cooking at a very young age, like for yourself, being very independent. Maybe because you didn't want to eat your mom's food.
Yeah, love her food sometimes. Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, that's true love, you know? You can tell her how it is.
Yeah. It was kind of weird though, thinking back on it, because I was so young when I started cooking. I was like still part of the locky generation where she was like, just go home, take care of yourself, I'll be home whenever.
Same.
So, interesting. But
I mean, I've seen, again, I don't know what's up with my TikTok, but like videos of parents now, they have like child versions of kitchens to try to teach their kids how to cook for themselves and like stuff like that, to try to teach them independence so they don't become like, don't have frustrations and anxiety around it. But I'm still like, that's wild. Like, that's a 3-year-old with a knife. It's like very dulled and like only sharp enough to cut like certain foods, but like would not cut their hand, which I also don't know how that works. That feels like kind of like black magic to me, but like, sure, if you say so. And yeah, I'm watching these kids cook for themselves and I'm like, wow, a life skill you really need. Could not be I, but here we are. Here we are.
We're faking it till we make it.
We are faking it till we make it. In light of our Christmas mugs filled with tea, we were talking about tea and kombucha.
The tea.
And my partner was saying that tea is dirt water. And he argued so is kombucha. Or him and another one of our friends.
Okay.
But I argue that tea is leaf water and kombucha is dirt water.
Yeah, tea is definitely more like leaves and like fruits, or
You use fruits for tea?
yeah, you could have like a blueberry tea,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
like or like
I was like, what?
plant, like it's very planty. Like you could have the hibiscus or lavender.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Or like stuff like
Flowery stuff. Yeah, that's true.
that. Kombucha, I'm
It's
confused.
dirt. Kombucha's dirt water. Like, for sure.
I don't know if it's dirt. I think it's
Isn't-
because oh my god,
Girl.
one of our roommates.
Oh my god, stop. I forgot about that.
her own kombucha, and she would have these little, I think what she's called scobies.
Yes, I was like, it started with an S. I couldn't remember the word. Yes.
And I think it's like
Literally
you
growing bacteria.
You grow bacteria.
Literally
to
growing
then put
bacteria.
into the
In our refrigerator.
yes,
A different issue entirely.
to make her kombucha, which then ferments. So I don't know that it's dirt necessarily.
But then what?
There
How do you
is-
get the SCOBY?
I don't know.
I almost called it Scooby.
How do you get them Scooby
How
snacks?
do you get the Scooby snacks?
Also, guys, was there a blue Scooby snack? I've seen a debate on this, that people don't believe that there used to be like a pastel blue.
Yes, there absolutely was.
Yes, right?
Yeah. Who the
Okay.
fuck is saying there isn't? Because they're wrong.
This new generation of kids, apparently their Scooby snacks are different now.
Okay, they can be different, but like there was one.
Exactly.
They're wrong now, but like there was once upon a time.
Exactly. That's
How
what
dare-
I'm saying.
You think you're right? No. there was a generation before you. That was such a boomer thing to say. I really hate that. I apologize. Please retract my statement. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kombucha is. I'm confused. Like, how do you make beer?
Wheat, barley, and hops.
What are hops?
A type of plant?
It's a plant?
Yes. Please hold.
Listen, every single time I hear
It's a plant?
every single time I hear people who love IPAs are like, a
I
lot of hops. I'm like, I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, from what I've learned, I don't like a lot of hops because I hate IPAs.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't hate it. I really don't like it. It
I
reverts
do.
me back to my times of when I didn't like beer. I'm not a fan of it.
I still don't like beer. Come for me.
True. Did I tell you my friend who was previously strong on the no beer gang?
Oh yeah,
She's
she
a
was
beer
saying
gal.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw at my birthday.
Yes.
Were you guys talking?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, ghosts nowadays strike a very weird resemblance to other things we shan't talk about.
What do you mean? No.
It's the first letter of your name times 3.
Oh. Times 3. Now you could. The first 3 letters of my name, or
No, the first letter of your name.
yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave now. I would if I wasn't so well situated in this game. Oh, okay, moving on. Whew. You're right, but whew, took me a second.
We would do so well at charades.
Why have we never done charades?
I don't know.
We should do that.
Okay.
Okay. Or what is it called? Pictionary?
I'm really bad at Pictionary.
I know, that's why I think it'll be fun.
Okay. Anyways. Kombucha,
Hops.
not dirt.
I think it's dirt water.
I don't think it is.
You don't think so? Okay.
There is
Keep talking. I'm gonna look it up. I'm invested.
There is a literal brand called Mud Water.
Stop, you're lying.
Look it up.
Ugh.
Fact check me.
Check me.
I would argue, is dirt water.
Okay, so it's yeast, sugar, and black tea is kombucha. Where did he get dirt then?
Maybe it just tastes so bad he thinks it's dirt.
That's fair.
Some kombuchas are really, really bad. Others, though, I do like.
Yeah,
there's a guava one that's really good.
I was trying to remember your take on kombuchas when we were talking about this. I was like, I should bring this to Claire, and then I was like, trying to remember. I was like, I feel like she likes kombucha, but at the same time, I have heard you diss on kombucha, so I wasn't totally sure.
It depends. Some of them are really good. There are a lot of hard kombuchas out there now that I don't really enjoy. Yeah, but
trying to the math meme, just trying to compute what she was saying, and I was like, interesting. This is a long-winded way that I will probably take out because now I have said nothing.
So long story longer, sugar.
Long story longer, nothing. Just nothing. We've just taken a longer point. Anyways.
Yes. But look up mud water. Apparently it's like a new fad that people are putting in their coffee or like drinking in the morning. It's supposed to have benefits. I don't know. But that's my rebuttal is
that's fair.
Kombucha is not dirt water. Mud water is dirt water.
That's fair. That makes sense. Oh my god, it's even spelled without the A and the E in water. Mm-hmm. It's mud. WTR. Yes. I hate that. Yeah, a coffee alternative.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. I saw it in like a smoothie shop one time, and I was like, what the?
1 tin of chai, 2 to 3 cups of cocoa powder, mushroom extract, Sacred 7 powder. Okay, this already sounds like a fucking potion.
What's Sacred 7 powder?
Mushroom extract, Sacred 7 powder.
Oh, it's a whole...
That's the whole thing.
I see.
That sounds like it belongs in a potion still, but do with that what you will. Ceylon, cinnamon, and turmeric. And also 1/8 to 1/4 cup of Himalayan salt. In big bold letters and around asterisks. Leave out of the batch if you are sensitive to salt.
1/4 cup salt? What, are you just trying to dehydrate yourself? What's the point of that?
Also the fact that they need to, hey, leave out the salt if you're sensitive to salt.
That direction was for a guy. It's the same vibe as don't take this medication if you're allergic to this medication.
Yep. I was gonna say it's like the instructions on the back of a shampoo bottle. Shampoo bottles have instructions. There's instructions.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Think about that. Someone needs instructions for their shampoo bottle. Terrifying as that is.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Well,
there's that.
What's our next hot take food argument?
We're going to talk about chicken nuggets.
Okay.
I argue that actually, back it up again. ADD moment, might be. What's the difference between chicken strips and chicken tenders?
I don't think there's a difference. I think
Are
that's
they the same thing?
I think they're the same thing.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, I argue that chicken tenders / strips are better than chicken nuggets, unless it's McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Interesting.
My bias.
Interesting. I feel like I'm more of a nugget gal.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I like the crisp. And I feel like usually, unless it's McDonald's chicken nuggets are the only ones that I can consistently get crisp out of.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like usually, especially if you get no disrespect to Costco, Kirkland, you are my love, but like Costco, like some type of freezer brand, reheat, do it yourself, nuggets, usually even if you air fry it, yes, it gets crispier, but it's still not the crisp. And so therefore, by the consistent standard that I usually have chicken nuggets that aren't McDonald's nuggets, they're not as crispy, and therefore I like chicken tenders more.
Okay.
Because they will always have the crunch. When I have chicken strips, I want crunch.
So it's like a texture thing?
I guess so. Okay. It's a texture thing. I like crunch.
Yeah.
It's like fried chicken without the dedication of the bones,
Mm-hmm.
So I like chicken tendies.
I see.
I'm a chicken tendies gal. What about you? Tendies
or
nuggets?
I'm a nuggets gal. Mostly because
but no bias.
enjoy
just nuggies.
Yeah, just nuggies. I think the ratio of breading to meat more. I think a lot of the times chicken strips or chicken tenders, they put so much breading on it that
Okay,
I'm like,
that's a fair argument.
I don't really get the chicken. And like,
that's fair.
Yeah, like a lot of fast food places, like people come for me. Go for it.
Yeah,
But
let's hear it.
like Raising Cane's, which is a really popular chain.
I have yet to have Raising Cane's.
Yeah,
honestly,
I had it the first time a couple years ago down in San Diego, and you get all these chicken strips, but a lot of them just had like so much breading on it that it was mostly breading instead of the chicken. So I'm like, I'm just eating fried breading. Yeah, you know,
that's definitely a no. I will agree. That's not ideal. I don't think I've had that experience though, luckily.
Yes. And then I don't know. I just like small things because they're bite sized.
I was gonna say like, it's the mininess of it. Yeah, that's fair. I do like the mininess of nuggies. It's very satisfying. Mm-hmm. But yeah, texture, quantity, vibes, more of a tendy scale.
What kind of dipping sauce?
I was just about to ask you that. Okay, if we're going McDonald's chicken nuggies, sweet and sour sauce. But that's only because they discontinued my favorite sauce, which is their sweet chili sauce.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
It was, truthfully, it might have just been a thing in Hawaii.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah,
possibly. But then it's even discontinued there.
You guys also had like the fried.
We are the only place that has fried apple pies.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everywhere else has baked apple pies. Mm-hmm. So, fun fact: if you go to Hawaii, go to the McDonald's and you like apple pies, but you want like a crispy deep fried one, only McDonald's in Hawaii has that. Mm-hmm. And we have haupia pies seasonally. So we do. Pies are the best. Now my knowledge of my lifetime.
Yes. Educate us.
Basically, I was telling someone else about this at work that like my entire family has worked in this business for years, and they were asking me about something, and I just like went into a whole spiel about it, and they're like, "Oh shit! Like you know this stuff. Like you said that, and then you backed it up. Like they didn't believe me." And I was like, "Yeah, my entire family, all of my dad's friends, all work in this business. My dad met my mom there. Yes. My brothers, I've worked there. My older sister worked there. My brothers worked there. Like we are dedicated." What was I going to say before that? Oh, Hawaii is the #1 consumer of pies.
Ooh,
of McDonald's.
That makes sense. I feel like they're probably better fried.
Yeah, they're top sellers. Mm-hmm. Something like that. Some type of red, like.
Yeah, you guys also have the breakfast platters with rice instead of.
Yes. Honestly,
we had.
I am so disappointed with breakfast here. McDonald's breakfasts.
You see why I never eat breakfast?
Because no, you don't eat breakfast for other reasons.
Because it's gross.
No, you don't eat breakfast for other unwarranted reasons. Breakfast.
I have no motivation to eat it. It's not good.
I mean, that's fair. But that's why, yeah, breakfast sandwiches are like, okay. But when you could get a platter of, first of all, this much rice with a side of eggs and bacon. What else do you want for breakfast? The last time we went to Hawaii, I told my partner, I was like, one of these days we have to go to McDonald's for breakfast. And he's like, we did. Nice. I think we went twice actually after that.
Nice.
I was like, if it has to be at least once. If it's the last meal I eat before we get on the plane, I don't care. I need it at least once.
Listen, I was telling my partner that when we go, I'm going to get so many musubis.
Yes.
That it's just going to be unhealthy.
I need to send, I'll send you later the name of that really small mom and pop bento shop that I think you're going to really like.
Yes, please do.
But you need cash to go there.
Okay.
Notice for later.
Yes.
But yeah.
I'm so bad at carrying cash.
I don't have
nowadays.
Never carry cash. Me and my partner never do. And then we went there and they're like, we only take cash because it's the smallest mom. Well, they're very, very well known like there, but it's like literally like just like a hole hole in the wall tucked in the back corner.
Yes.
Next to this like barber shop. It's really weird. But
I love it. Should I bring a lunchbox so I can just bring some back?
People do that.
I'm gonna be one of those people.
That's fair. I don't know how people bring food through.
You can bring food. You just can't have any. The consistency can't be
gelatin
softer, than like Jello or yogurt.
Yeah, because I've gotten cookie butter confiscated many a times. Because that's the one thing my family always asks for. Like when I come back, they're like, "Oh my god, can you bring us cookie butter from Trader Joe's?" Which I'm like, I get, but it's like it's a meme. So some of the things that now I'm just going by Hawaii things. One of the memes of like people from Hawaii always like are things from IKEA, cookie butter from Trader Joe's, And yeah, really that. Trader Joe's and IKEA are really huge hitters. And my partner thought I was joking until I gave my mom an IKEA bag, and she flipped out.
Wait, what's the significance with IKEA?
Nothing. They just have good bags.
All right.
Like,
we see you, IKEA.
Good, sturdy, like plasticky totes. You know, that's it. Reusable tote. That's it.
2 things about IKEA: they have good totes and unpronounceable names.
Literally,
God.
though.
Everything actually sounds the same from
Yeah.
IKEA. Gosh. I haven't been to an IKEA in so long.
Is it Dutch or is it Swedish?
Swedish.
The unheard of faces that were just made.
Was that my side?
No, that was my phone that fell in the ass crack.
Well,
We're gonna have to get that later. Anyways,
okay, back to it. Dipping sauces.
I was gonna say my list is inside the couch now. Anyways, yes, back to it. Dipping sauces. So for me, sweet and sour from McDonald's or sweet chili sauce.
Okay.
I have now grown to really, really like, of course, Chick-fil-A sauce. But before that, those are my 2.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Honestly, if I'm going off of your McDonald's sauce list, I never ate my nuggets with sauce when I was younger. I would just eat them.
Okay, when I was younger, I didn't have it with sauce either.
Yeah.
It wasn't until maybe high school that I started exploring the sauces, and then that's when I was just like, sweet chili sauce had me by the throat.
Yeah. I would say now, guys, if you haven't tried the jalapeno sauce from Trader Joe's, it's so good.
Okay.
So good.
Wait, so when you eventually did try dipping sauces from McDonald's, what did you get?
I think I was really basic and just would
Barbecue
get
or something?
ketchup.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
no, honestly, I didn't even know that they had other options than ketchup and ranch.
Tea. Okay.
Yeah.
There's like at least 8.
I know
By
that
default.
now. But when I was just like, yeah, we'll just get ketchup or ranch.
Yeah. the white people seasonings.
Exactly.
The white people dipping sauces.
And then I learned that they had barbecue, and I was like, whoa.
Whoa. Untapped, unheard of.
Yeah.
Never, could not imagine.
Yeah. And so now that I know they have even more, let me tell you,
Wild.
we're going to fuck it up at McDonald's.
We're gonna fuck it up.
We're going to go get their deep fried pies and try all their sauces.
Yep.
How do you get the soft fries? You know, like, they were like crispy fries, and then there's every once in a while there's just that
Soggy boy.
Yeah.
You can't really like, okay, people who really like crispy fries will sometimes ask us to like double fry it, and we can do that. But you can't ask us to under fry because that's a food safety thing.
Yeah.
So you can't.
How do they get?
It just how it happens.
They're my favorite.
I know, you're weird.
I am.
Oh, I love the crispy boys, and this is why we work.
Yes.
Are you a soggy fry or a crispy fry person? Please let us know in the comments or respond to us, reach out to us, because I would like to know. I feel like soggy fries is a hot take, actually.
It probably is.
I would think that's a hot take.
I don't know why. It's a texture thing. Like, I like soft
Oh.
food.
Okay,
I'm a grandma.
I'm a grandma. I like soft food. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's very grandma-y.
Yeah. Like, I've recently loved silken tofu to put in soups and stuff. It's like the super soft tofu.
Oh, okay.
That you can get in like different like Korean soups and stuff.
Yeah.
So good.
Tea. I don't know what type of tofu is my go-to. I just eat it. Like, it's just there, and then I'm like, bomb, and then I have no idea the texture or firmness of my tofu that I consume on a regular basis.
We shall educate you. Guys,
I need to explore
know,
my tofu textures.
it goes from silken to all the way up to like extra firm.
Extra firm, yeah. I thought in college you were a firm gal.
Yeah, because it's easier to press and then fry.
Yeah.
Or saute.
Yeah.
Silken is very, like, if you just blow on it, it goes, nah. You know?
You just
I feel like taking that snippet out of context.
I have to now. I have to do it.
Because you got bat wings, and I say if you blow on it and it goes.
They're gonna be the 2 top pin things.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holiday. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I remember the last things? Okay, I think I remember my last things since my phone fell. This was also based off of first the iconic, I think, argument of are hot dog sandwiches? And then I also watched this TikTok that basically broke down all types of food into types of based on their carb layering, and it was very, very interesting, and it was very educational, and I think I agree with it now because it breaks it down to a science. But from that argument aside, maybe I'll add it in the description if I can find it again. I think I have it. But do you think hot dogs, the more pressing matter at hand, are hot dogs sandwiches?
No.
Okay.
Here's my argument.
Yep.
It's because I believe sandwiches have to have like the bread has to be separated.
Yeah.
And so like because hot dog buns are attached at the bottom, I don't think that they should be considered a sandwich.
What would you
I
consider
don't know what it would be considered though.
Okay, you want to hear what this person said? It's literally your argument.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I leaned on the side of sandwich for actually that same reason, but previously to this, watching this TikTok, for that same argument, because I didn't have an alternative. Because I was like, there's bread on either side, so it's a sandwich. And you can technically rip apart.
Yeah.
Usually the bun, like, it's attached on like a point of intersection, right? The 2 pieces. But technically, if you wanted to, and you're kind of wild and like that, besides when you accidentally like squish it too hard and then the bread separates at that point, like you technically could like separate it and have a bread on top and a bread on bottom. You technically could. So previously I would have argued that it is a sandwich.
Yeah.
But I saw this TikTok that says that they are tacos. Because
Okay.
there are 3 layers. If you think of food, carbohydrates, as a cube in which they body the main food, tacos cover 3 sides. Bottom and sides. So hot dogs are tacos, tacos are tacos, and there's something else. But I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then sandwiches are anything that's on 2 sides of the cube. Toast is just the bottom. Makes sense. And then if you have bottom, sides, and top, then it's a sushi. If it's a roll. So flautas is sushi. A burrito is a sushi. No, a burrito. A burrito would be a calzone. This person argued it's a calzone because it's fully encompassed. So all 6 sides of the cube.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like it's a burrito, calzones, raviolis, because they're fully encompassed in starch.
Yes.
And then that was 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides. So it's all bottom, sides, top, and back. Oh no, wait. Bottom, sides, and back. Did it also top? I don't know. Quiche. Bottom, sides, and back.
Sides, back. What about the top and front?
Quiche. Okay, so maybe it was 5 sides. So maybe it was bottom, sides, and back, and top.
Okay, I see that. But if the hot dog bun separates,
if it's separate, now it's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Yes, I agree. I think that's a fair statement.
Yes.
You know,
Everyone else is wrong.
It's a taco until it's a sandwich.
Yes.
Oh, and then they are
Ah.
not it. But they also argue. This person, what did they say? Oh, if it's can you show your socks? Also, let's take a tangent. Look at they're little boots. Ooh, they have grippy things at the bottom. Oh my god, and they're green.
They have the grips.
The your grips go all the way up to the back of your calf.
Listen, I have small feet. I feel like these are meant for people with bigger feet.
You mean normal size feet?
My feet are normal. Yeah, look at them.
They're children sized. You can fit in kids' shoes.
I know I can.
Children. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And then the last argument this person had was lasagna. So if it's carbs, layered carbs, it's a lasagna.
I see. I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the second argument was to the lasagna, but not besides lasagna. But it was something
Food
else.
can be one of two things: lasagna
or
or not lasagna.
He had a different like parallel of what is categorized as lasagna besides lasagna, and I can't remember it. And then if it has no carbs, it's a salad.
Tea.
And I think that's
And we don't eat those.
And we don't eat those. We're not about that. So, I think to end the long debate of our hot dog sandwiches, no, they're tacos.
Yes, I agree.
Done. We've solved it. World
They're
peace is next.
Like a white version of tacos.
Yeah, essentially. My favorite thing is talking to my partner, talking about like Mexican food and like what. I'm pretty sure a comedian did this bit, but it was like, oh, what is inside this food? And it's like, oh, meat, cheese, frijoles, rice, tomatoes. Okay, what's in this other food? Meat, cheese, rice, frijoles, satay tomato.
Yeah.
What about this food? Meat, cheese. And they're all like different names. And then I'm like, are they even prepared differently? He's like, well, that one's grilled. That one's also grilled. That one's deep fried. But you fold it the same way you fold the one you grill. And I'm like, okay. It's hilarious though. I mean, you like what you like. And that's the end of that.
Yeah. I will say that I haven't found a good Mexican place here in Seattle. Here's my argument, or hot take, actually. I think I had this conversation actually with a few other people this past week, that Seattle's restaurant game overall is not that impressive. Like, I'm coming from San Diego. I'm coming from like growing up in Southern California, where like for some reason like the food game down there is
so
on
diverse.
another level. Yeah. And so a lot, like there are hidden gems obviously in Seattle, but like overall I don't feel like we could just go somewhere and be like blown away every single time. You know, it's like you have to hear a lot of people suggest it to you before you're like, okay, I'm gonna go there and actually enjoy the food. I don't know.
That's fair.
I haven't been wowed by the Seattle food game.
That's fair. I feel like the ones that I'm like wow about too, and usually like if I have people who visit me, I take them there, are also more like experience-y. Like we'll go hot potting, which is fun. It's great. Different hot pot joints I take them to might relatively taste the same because it's hot pot, but it's like, yeah, because you're experiencing it.
Yeah.
Or like KBBQ for all you can eat. Also, I have a Asian food bias because that's my comfort food, but that's not the point here. You know?
Honestly, Asian food is one of the best comfort foods.
It's such a comfort food.
Yeah.
Such a comfort food.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my comfort food genre. Thank you.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For good reasons.
It's just so good. They just have so many like good, warm, like bowl foods.
Claire's a bowl food person.
I am a bowl food person.
Honestly, I went to the Asian supermarket to buy bigger bowls so I can have more bowl food. You should be really proud of me.
Golf clap, golf clap, golf clap.
This bowl mug is also going to be added to that. And I'm very excited.
Yes.
Your little Grinch flap is moving aggressively. You should do the rest of the episode like that.
All right.
Well, those are most of my food takes. Do you have anything you like to add, Claire Bear?
Yeah, I have a couple hot takes. I think.
Yeah, give them to me. First
hot take: oysters.
Oh, tea. Yeah, you have this is your qualm, really. This isn't even a hot take. This is like it's just deeply disturbing issue to you.
Yes, because
Claire, bedtime.
All right. I don't know. Okay, so listen.
Gotta put the hood back for this.
I need to gain the proper stance for this argument. Okay.
I can't.
I find oysters to be quite disgusting as a food.
Okay, that's fair.
And I think a lot of people really like them. They're like, oh, like you just shoot them back and you put the little sauces on them and like, so good. They're aphrodisiac. I'm like, first of all, ew.
First of all, no thank you.
Second of all, ew. Like, I remember the first time I took one and I was like, it's just feels like the ocean just hocked a loogie right into my mouth. And I'm like, how can this be enjoyable for anyone?
That's fair.
I hated every moment of it. And I was in a Michelin star restaurant, so I couldn't spit it out. And oh my God, this was the intro dinner to when I just got hired at my job. So
Your current job.
Yes.
Stop.
So like
oh my gosh.
our office manager took me and like my starting class to this Michelin star restaurant as intro. Firstly, 2 of them are vegetarians. I'm like, this is a seafood restaurant.
No.
We didn't think this through very
We
well.
did that for my the place that I interned at, and then they did like a screening for new hires when we became seniors, and then they asked me to go with because they're like, oh, you've interned with us, you can also talk on your personal experience, blah, blah, blah. So I got to go to the fancy dinner, and I was like, ooh la la, fun for me. But the person I was sitting next to happened to be vegetarian, and it was also like, steakhouse, seafood restaurant sort of a thing, and I was like, so you can have a salad, like max.
Literally, they had to order. So the reason it was so bad was because I think there was only 4 of us in my starting class,
and 2
of them were vegetarians. Yeah, and so they ended up having to get the lobster mac and cheese without the lobster. It was just a big thing.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, but I truly don't understand oysters. Like, why are you like that?
That's fair. I don't think that's a hot take, and maybe that's just I'm around picky eaters a lot, because I feel like that's a pretty common thing that I've heard personally.
Yeah, I feel like it's a fancy person thing.
It's definitely
like
a fancy person thing.
Let's get some oysters for the table.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Okay, well, one thing that I do similar to that I also feel like most people are like ill, and it's you would only have it if you're like really bougie and like you know what you're doing. Escargot. Have you had?
No, I don't want to. They're snails, right?
Yeah.
No, snails are gross.
It's gross. It's weird, but not gonna lie, it tastes good. I had it when I was in France. Not to be that person, but like that was
when I was in fall.
Well, my mom really wanted. I went with my mom. Very romantic city with my mother. It was cute. Okay, we went on a Europe trip. It was very cute. My mom is wholesome as fuck. So she was like, "We need to get escargot," and I had the same reaction. I was like, "Ew, disgusting, no." And she's like, "Okay, well, if you're ever gonna have it, you might as well have it while we're here." And I'm like, "That's fair. If I'm gonna disrespect it, I'm gonna disrespect it on its home turf."
Love that.
Fair. Like, if I'm gonna give you a shot, I'm gonna send in your best fighter, and let's fucking go.
Yes.
I was proven wrong, but I don't think I would have it here. Like, I don't think I would ever have escargot again until like unless I'm going back to France. Just because I feel like it's such a fancy person thing. They obviously know how to do it right. And unless I like had someone who I know like knows French cuisine and like knows what they're talking about through and through and recommends me a very specific place, I don't think I would go like get escargot just like anywhere.
Yeah. I know. I don't think I could get over the fact that it was a snail.
It's definitely weird. It's kind of like, do you like calamari?
It's okay. It's not my favorite.
Okay. I would say it's similar to that.
Okay.
Minus being deep fried. Pre-deep fry.
Interesting. Bet if it was deep fried.
Maybe.
Everything tastes good deep fried.
Everything tastes good. But obviously just the snail part, not the shell part, right?
I would hope so. Deep fried shell.
Deep fried shell.
Yeah, it's just the fact that I know what slugs and snails look like.
That's so yeah. It's definitely one of those things that like you have to not think about what you're eating.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it.
Fair. Yeah.
But
my second hot take is I am not a huge fan of pizza because of the cheese that they put on it. Like,
okay,
when
this
you
feels
get,
blasphemous. I've seen you shovel so much pizza in your face.
because it's always like dairy-free cheese or like whatever, like the regular mozzarella cheese.
Bro, how did you go to Italy with me? Like, how did we fucking go? You're wild.
When I was
But
younger,
I feel like it's not as cheesy in Italy. Like, it's an appropriate amount of cheese. I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, definitely here in America, it's like
when I was younger,
drenched.
and I would like make pizzas for myself at home for dinner or whatever,
Stop, I know where this is going.
I would like
No.
take the cheese off and just
No.
eat the bread. What do you call that? What do you call a pizza without cheese?
Tomato toast?
Tomato toast. I would still eat that. With some veggies. Yeah.
Bro, that's just, what is it?
Bruschetta.
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 That's literally all it is. Just minus the crispy toast.
That's true.
Which is the best part. It's crispy and it's toast.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're wrong. No. I'm saying pizza? No. Don't take off the cheese. That's rude.
I'm just undressing it.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. No.
Yes.
Naughty.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of pizza.
That's crazy. Like, I know that. I remember how many times you would have, like, when we would go to Blaze Pizza or somewhere where you can, like, DIY, make your own pizza sort of a thing. You would always get, either no cheese. Did you get no cheese? Sometimes.
Rarely,
But sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we get the dairy-free cheese. Yeah.
because it doesn't. I don't know. At least the one they had, like, it didn't. I didn't feel like it was. Because you know when you take like a huge glob of cheese, it's like sometimes just hard to chew. No. There's like.
I love
times
that.
when,
Just shove cheese in my mouth. Love it. Love it.
I can't do it.
I can't imagine a better thing, actually. What was
Just
I?
chomp out of
Okay,
a
literally,
cheese block.
we went to Cheesecake Factory last night. Literally, I just had 4 cheese pasta. And I'm just there. Bro, I was the happiest I've been in my life. I was just vibing. And I told my partner, I was like, I could have this as my last meal. He's like, really? Not, listing some of my other favorite foods. And I was like,
What would you have as your last meal?
bro, I think I would have that 4 cheese pasta. Like, damn, like, bold. But in that, yesterday, I was like, I feel pretty confident in this answer right now. I could have this and the rye bread from Cheesecake Factory.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's the brown bread at
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
I
You've been
don't-
to Cheesecake Factory though, right?
Probably like once.
Okay, so you haven't had enough to even like have multiple
Yeah.
times to compare it to.
It was probably at a time too where I was like white
Being picky.
bread.
Yeah. Yum, we love that white bread.
Yeah.
And I was telling my partner too that my one of my best friends from high school used to call it chocolate bread. So for a while I thought that's what it was called.
Do you know chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
Yes. Everyone believed that as a kid, okay? Anyways,
It's true.
so she called it chocolate bread, and I was like, I didn't think like, why would you call it that? Because obviously it's bread. There's no chocolate in it, but I didn't think to question her more. But it's called rye bread.
Rye bread is good.
4 cheese pasta, rye bread, and cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory could probably be my last meal.
Damn. Cheesecake Factory sponsor us.
The Cheesecake Factory sponsor me, bro. And then we went we went there last night, and me and my partner were reminiscing because we're like, oh, this is where we went for our first date, not date, before when apparently he was asking me out on a date, and I didn't realize it was a date because he had asked out my friend the week before. Love you, babe. We'll never let you live this down. Thank you. Good night.
Nice.
But yeah. Any other food hot takes, dude?
Probably. I was such a picky eater when I was younger.
I know. I feel like this could easily. We have a lot of multi-parters, but I mean, if we just sat here and debated our things that we really think, you'd be here all week.
Yeah.
Not even day, week.
There's so many foods that I'm like very particular about. Like I have to have it in like a certain, like when I was younger, could not eat raw tomatoes. But if it was like tomato sauce,
I ruined
amazing.
pizza for my brother for a week because I told him, because he was the same. He didn't like full tomatoes, like tomato slices, cubed, whatever. He didn't like tomatoes, but he loved ketchup. We used to call it breakfast salsa for him because he would put so much fucking ketchup on his eggs, and we had scrambled eggs, so he just mixed it in there, and it basically turned the eggs like red. It literally looked like salsa. He would put an ungodly amount of ketchup on it. He loved ketchup. And then put ketchup on everything else that he would eat. Loved pizza. You know, that was like his favorite comfort food. And I was like, you know, pizza has tomatoes in it. Bro, he revolted. He did not eat pizza for like a whole ass week. And that was like his comfort food that he had like every other meal. And my mom was like, what did you do to your brother? And I was like, I just told him the truth.
I'm just being a good sister. And I told him what he needed to know.
Yeah. My mom was pissed because she's like, what the fuck am I supposed to feed him now? He needs like 6 meals a day. And this giant ass child.
A lot of rice.
A lot of rice was had to compensate. And yeah, after a week he got over it. He was like, nah, pizza's still good. You know what? Pizza's still good. And fair. Very fair. But yeah, broke my brother for a week.
Yeah, I feel like I had a lot of those like situations where I'm like, particular.
Yeah.
I will have it only this way.
No, I was the same, dude.
Yeah.
And on a lot of food. Whatever.
Oh my goodness. I told you this before. When I was younger, looking back on it now, I think I was allergic to spinach.
No, what?
Okay, so I was like, it's the opposite situation of you, where I was like, Mom,
Where you actually were allergic.
I was like, Mom, I think I'm allergic to spinach. She's like, no, you're not, just eat it. Because I think she was like, you're just trying to get out of eating your vegetables. But
if it was me doing that to your mom, understandable. But
yeah, but every single time I ate spinach, the sides of my tongue would start to sting and kind of blister a little bit. And I don't know what it was about the spinach in particular, because like I could eat a bunch of other like leafy greens, broccoli, whatever, and be fine. Yeah. But it was only when I ate spinach, I was like, I think I'm allergic. And my mom's like, no, you're not.
Sure.
Eat it. And I'm like, okay.
Meanwhile, her mouth is just ripped from the inside out.
Just like stinging on the sides of my mouth. I'm like, that was so good.
Num num num. Oh my god.
Yeah. I think I grew out of it because I can eat it now.
Dude, that's kind of like our friend in college who has her weird celery allergy. Yeah. That she's only allergic to celery if she works out after. I was telling my coworkers this and they're like, you're lying. And I'm like, no, she's allergic only if she works out after or before. I can't quite. I don't know which has to happen first, but it's the combination of working out and eating celery. And I was like, you're lying. And she's like, I mean, you could give me celery right now and then we'll go play basketball, but you got to promise to drive me to the ER. She was willing to prove me wrong. Yeah. She's like, I'll do it right now, but you just got to promise you'll drive my car.
How far away is urgent care?
And I was like, never mind, I believe.
I would say I'm allergic to working out.
Same.
Yeah.
Relatable content.
Get really sweaty. Heavy breathing.
Oh,
red face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very labored. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get body aches too afterwards, and it's the worst.
Yeah. So I don't do it.
Yeah. Relatable content.
Not kidding.
But like not.
A little bit. I do fun exercise. Dancing. Yeah. Only disco.
Only disco. Any other food things?
Tons, but we don't have time.
Okay. Fine. Well,
thank you for joining us tonight, and let us know if you have any like food hot takes.
Yeah.
Food arguments.
Yes.
Let us know if you think
conspiracy theories. I'm also down for conspiracy theories.
Oh my God.
I don't know what there are, but like
please. I
would love to know
to discuss conspiracy theories, because my biggest one right now that I fully believe in is that the US like food industry is poisoning us. Like the US in general is poisoning us to then fund the healthcare industry, because like I don't know, like everyone's like, oh my God, like no, like why would they do that? Because they need to make money. Which pay so much fucking money to go to the hospital for what? Like you could go in and they can tell.
And that funds pharmacy.
Yeah.
Big
pharma. Listen, I'm like, I have stomach issues. I'm lactose intolerant. I have a lot of different sensitivities. Yeah. But a lot of other people also have argued when you go abroad, you don't have those sensitivities. Yeah. And I'm like, obviously.
I remember losing so much weight abroad just by eating like 4 times my normal amount of food.
Listen, yeah, we had like that 8-course meal. We had so much wine, so much bread, gelato, like
cheese all the time.
Yeah. Everything.
So much cheese.
And like, I was totally fine.
Yeah.
So this is a conspiracy
theory. Dude, I believe it. I totally believe it. If you have proof for that, send it to us, because I would love to dig into this.
Yes. So send us your conspiracy theories, because I would love to research and discuss these. Very interesting. Other than that, follow us on all of our social media. It's going to be on the screen. Oh.
I have to go out like this. I have to.
Okay, in that case, hold on. Yes.
Please continue.
Hello. All of our social medias will be on the screen. Remember to rate and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It would super help us out. That's just my catchphrase.
It's now your catchphrase. I love it.
Yeah, and then we do release new episodes on all of the podcasting platforms every Tuesday, and then our YouTube every
with
Wednesday.
extended content every Wednesday.
Yes, our YouTube does have extended content, so if you want to see more of us or just hear other random thoughts that we have.
Or if you want to see my fucking antlers, which you should want to see these antlers. They're fucking glorious.
If you want to get
glowing
jealous
and glorious.
of my Grinch poncho,
if you want to see Claire and I dressed up as Grinch, I know it's not Halloween anymore, but let's be real. We're Christmas icons right now as Grinch and Max. Then you should check out our YouTube.
Yeah, do it. All right.
But on that lovely note, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And we will see you guys next. You will see us on Wednesday and hear from us on Tuesday.
See.
Okay. Bye.